Welcome to The Explainer. I am so incredibly thrilled you're here today because we're tackling something that literally makes or breaks modern businesses, modern web design strategy. Imagine spending thousands of dollars on advertising, marketing campaigns, brilliant social media content. People finally click your link, the stakes are incredibly high, and then nothing happens. They just vanish. Today, we're decoding exactly why that happens and how specialized agencies like Viral Chili are using a powerful platform called Breakdance Builder to completely flip the script. Okay, let's dive into this.
Picture this. 53% of users will completely abandon a website if it is slow to load. Think about your own habits for a second. If a page gives you a blank white screen for more than a couple of seconds, you're gone, right? You hit the back button without a second thought. So the absolute crucial takeaway here is this. Website performance is no longer just a minor technical detail for your IT department to worry about. It is a critical, frontline business decision. Every single second of delay is literally handing your hard-earned customers directly to your competitors. Speed absolutely matters for your bottom line.
Okay, here's our roadmap for today's explainer. We'll cover 1. The modern web dilemma, 2. Enter Breakdance Builder, 3. Built for speed, 4. All-in-one power, 5. Winning at e-commerce, and finally, 6. Costs and timelines. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. The modern web dilemma. We're talking high stakes and high expectations.
You know the old drill. Traditional WordPress workflows relied heavily on plugin sprawl, basically stitching together dozens of third-party tools to make a site work. This inevitably led to bloated code and a fragile maintenance nightmare that would seem to break every single time there was an update. Contrast that with the Viral Chili approach using Breakdance Builder. We're talking clean code, seamless visual editing, and natively integrated features. It is a complete paradigm shift, moving from a patched-together mess to a streamlined, high-performance machine.
Moving on to Section 2. Enter Breakdance Builder. Visual editing without the coding.
So, full site editing. What does this actually mean? It means designing every single part of a website visually, the headers, the footers, the blog templates, product pages, without needing to write a single line of HTML, CSS, or PHP. Honestly, this is revolutionary. It empowers a team like Viral Chili to take your exact pixel-perfect design vision and translate it into reality incredibly fast. By skipping that tedious process of writing custom code from scratch, project timelines shrink drastically, and those cost savings get passed right on to you.
And this translates into a highly efficient daily workflow. By utilizing professional conversion-optimized templates and design sets, Viral Chili can customize layouts in mere minutes to fit your brand perfectly. Furthermore, they can save custom components and just reuse them across your entire project. This massive acceleration in the workflow means significantly faster launches for your business, and it does it without ever sacrificing your brand's quality or custom design.
Section 3. Built for speed, performance, and mobile-first design.
Let's think back to that crazy 53% abandonment rate we talked about earlier. How does this platform actually solve it? Well, under the hood, Breakdown generates incredibly clean, lightweight code. It utilizes modern CSS techniques like Flexbox and CSS Grid. Now, you don't need to be a developer to understand why that's awesome. It simply means the underlying structure of your website is incredibly efficient. It actively eliminates the unnecessary code bloat that older page builders are frankly notorious for. Because the site is kept so beautifully lean, it loads almost instantly. This creates a vastly superior user experience and, as a great bonus, naturally boosts your search engine rankings.
But hey, speed is only half the battle. Think about this. A whopping 68% of all sales happen on mobile platforms. Desktop is trailing way behind at just 32%. So the crucial point here is that your digital storefront absolutely must be built for the device your customers are actually holding in their hands right now. Viral Chili uses Breakdance's built-in responsive mobile-first controls to ensure your site adapts gracefully to literally any screen size. Flawless mobile performance is simply non-negotiable for your bottom line today, and this platform makes it the default, not an afterthought.
All right, Section 4. All-in-one power. Eliminating that plugin sprawl.
The true operational advantage here is the sheer volume of native capability. The builder replaces third-party plugins with over 145 built-in elements. We're talking advanced forms, pop-ups, mega menus, animations, dynamic data handling, the whole shebang. In a traditional workflow, installing a separate plugin for every single one of those features creates a fragile house of cards where one single update breaks everything else. Instead of installing that fragile house of cards, providing all of this out of the box means Viral Chili can build you a feature-rich site that is incredibly stable, simplifying your long-term maintenance and reducing your stress levels to zero.
And this ecosystem allows for something truly advanced: dynamic data. This feature lets you visually pull live updates straight from your WordPress database and custom fields. Imagine you're running a complex content-rich site, maybe a real estate portal with hundreds of properties, or a massive member directory. Instead of manually editing pages every single time a detail changes, Viral Chili can set up dynamic templates for you. When you update a detail in your database, the website updates automatically, in real time. It handles all those sophisticated post loops and filtered content displays visually, saving you literally hundreds of hours of manual work.
Section 5. Winning at e-commerce with seamless WooCommerce integration.
If you run an e-commerce store, Breakdance is a game changer. It offers over 20 dedicated WooCommerce elements. This gives Viral Chili complete visual control over every single shop page, product grid, and the entire checkout flow. They can tailor the experience perfectly to your brand without relying on messy custom code hacks or forcing you to buy extra plugins. It fully supports complex product variations, custom pricing, and your inventory management. Because e-commerce success relies heavily on a frictionless checkout, this level of control ensures your visitors smoothly and easily transition into paying customers.
Finally, Section 6. Costs, Timelines, and Expectations. The practical agency FAQs. First up, what exactly does an agency like Viral Chili actually do for you in this process? Well, the workflow covers strategy, design, development, testing, and deployment. The massive benefit here is that they take full ownership of this entire technical pipeline. They manage the heavy lifting. This leaves you entirely free to do what you do best: run your actual business. Your primary role is to simply provide feedback and approve the creative direction at key milestones. It is a completely guided, professional experience from start to finish.
Let's talk about transparency when it comes to your investment and your time. If you need a basic business website, think 5 to 10 pages outlining your services, you're looking at a cost range of roughly $1,500 to $5,000 and an incredibly fast estimated timeline of just 2 to 4 weeks. However, if your business requires a complex or e-commerce site with deep functionality, the investment scales to $10,000 to $50,000 or more, taking about 6 to 12 weeks. This clearly outlines your expectations, proving that whether you're a local startup or a scaling enterprise, there is a streamlined path for your specific project.
So why this specific platform over the competitors? Simply put, it prioritizes clean code and bundles advanced features natively without requiring paid add-ons for full site editing. Unlike older builders where you're constantly hitting a paywall to unlock a basic feature, Breakdance delivers the speed and the advanced dynamic capabilities right out of the box. Viral Chili isn't fighting the tool, they are leveraging it to get you results faster and much more reliably.
Which brings us to our final and perhaps most critical thought of this explainer. Is your website built to compete in today's digital marketplace, or is it just taking up space? Think about everything we've covered today: the incredible cost of slow load times, the absolute necessity of mobile-first design, those seamless e-commerce flows. An outdated website isn't just an IT issue, it is a massive leak in your revenue stream. I really want to leave you eager to evaluate your own web presence. Consider the tremendous strategic advantage that partnering with a specialized agency like Viral Chili can bring to your business. Thank you so much for joining me today to decode all of this. Keep learning, keep building, and I will see you on the next explainer.